Slovenia has legalized LGBTQ marriage and adoptions. Slovenia has officially legalized marriage equality and adoption, making it the first country in Eastern Europe to do so. The historic moment has come about after a 6-3 Constitutional Court decision in July said that same-sex marriage and adoptions are constitutional rights. The court ordered Parliament to add an amendment within 6 months. On October 4th, Parliament passed the amendment legalizing both marriage and adoption. 48 members voted in favor of the amendment and 29 against it. 1 member abstained. The State Secretary, Simon Macevac, said, quote, "With these changes, we are recognizing the rights of same-sex couples that they should have had for a long time." In Poland, for example, homosexuality is legal, but LGBTQ people face intense discrimination. It is often ranked the most homophobic country in the EU. The nation is known for its notorious LGBTQ-free zones, areas of the country that say they are free from LGBTQ ideology. Slovenians are now allowed domestic partnerships starting in 2006, and the Constitutional Court ruled in 2009 that they violated Slovenia's constitutional ban on discrimination. The National Assembly tried to pass a bill legalizing marriage equality, but opponents of the bill petitioned for a national referendum on marriage. In 2015, a referendum on marriage equality took place, and 63.5% of Slovenians voted against it.
And go ahead.
So I was going to say that what I am noticing, it's like a lot of eye-opening experiences. And I believe that now we're just elevating to live how we were intended to. And we're going through some bumps, but I think the core of this is let's treat one another the same. We have more people speaking out for their rights. We're getting a lot more visibility. So I think that this is an important movement, even through some of the turmoil that we're, to me, temporarily having to experience.
Well, and it's important to note that, 7 years ago, more than half of the people of Slovenia voted against marriage equality. And the courts have decided that, whether or not that's the current, perception of it, it is discrimination and it should be illegal. This is the best thing to come out of Slovenia since Melania Trump.
I was going to say
better than that.
They're way better. And I'm hoping that this will also have a positive influence maybe on Poland and some of the other surrounding countries. I mean, is there hope for Hungary?
There is not. There's not, except for Russia actually is our biggest hope. If, they keep menacing their neighbors and their former client states from the Cold War era, then they're going to push Hungary to acquiesce to anything that the EU says you need to do for membership.
Well, it's funny to that point because, Ukraine generally is very conservative. They have not traditionally been gay friendly. With Russia invading them, so many openly gay people are enlisting to help fight that it's completely changed public perception of the gay community. When we did a story a few months ago of a drag queen who was well known through the Ukraine, who's back on the front lines fighting. We did a story recently of a LGBT Marine from the US who went over there. So Russia is kind of, the people are realizing that that's the wrong side of history. And
didn't both of them see our story online and replied to us? So our story gets out there, and I thought that was really, that meant a lot, because we don't have a live studio audience except for Luna some days, but to know that our message is getting out and that we're spreading their message and their good deeds was really heartwarming for me.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.